the investigation.
The mayor said he intimated about illegal guns in his tweet. Can you talk about that? Do you have any information about the gun? Did you recover a gun?
There is no gun recovered at this point in time. Obviously, we're very concerned about the proliferation of guns, not only in this incident, but throughout New York City the last couple of years. I can tell you, Steve Hughes here on my right, the chief of Manhattan South, his officers are out there every day taking guns off the street. We have been taking guns off the street in New York City at an alarming rate over the last 2 years. And it's time now that we have consequences for those. Yes. The 4-year-old female was shot in the leg. We have a 4-year-old female shot in the leg, a 23-year-old female that was also shot in the leg, and the 43-year-old was shot in the foot.
And did they have it all at
It
once?
was instantaneous. The officer heard approximately 4 to 5 shots, possibly. That's preliminary, and that could change. And it's during that exchange, that gunfire, that
Which
the
one
3
is
was struck.
Is getting surgery?
The 4-year-old.
And what's the condition? What are their
There
conditions?
were 2 to 4 people. Were they shooting at each other, or was there only one?
Very, very preliminary. We have a dispute from numerous witnesses that a dispute occurred on the street involving at least 2 to 4 people. It is during this dispute that at least one person pulls out a gun. This is early and that could change. And it is during that pulling out the gun and the gunfire that 3 individuals that were not involved in the initial dispute were struck.
What is their tourism in the city? Here we have someone from Rhode Island. They're working so hard to make Times Square a tourist attraction again. What happens now? How do you assure tourists?
And I would say the same thing. How many kids have to be shot before we take this seriously? We just had a 1-year-old homicide cleared this week. How many more kids do we need to be shot before we realize that bad policies have consequences? And we need action, and we need policies regarding laws to have consequences for the arrest.
Policy?
We've gone over it many times. I think you're seeing it play out, and it's time that it stops.
What's the condition of the victim?
We have the 4-year-old that is going to undergo surgery. The last we heard, a very brave girl that is here buying toys when she is shot.
But Commissioner, you have issues in the South with whether it be the issues with EDPs south of here, open air drug markets going on. Is this a part of that issue?
Well, I think we've spoken about this ad nauseum at this point, right? Day in and day out. Earlier this morning, on I believe 145th Street, we had an innocent 60-year-old pushed onto the subway tracks. The individual was almost immediately arrested by responding police officers. It is the third time this year already that individual has been arrested for unprovoked assaults. When is this going to end? How many more people have to be injured, pushed in front of a train, or in this case, a young 4-year-old toy shopping shot?
She was with her parents. Who was she with? Do you know?
She was with her family.
So what are your collectors do that are coming to Times Square now in the future? What should they do to try to stay safe?
Listen, this is all of our job. You have officers out here every day. As you saw today, we had officers from Steve Hughes detail. He can go into how many on the same block, immediately engaged. We are detectives right now tracking that individual on video. We got the first picture out. I have no doubt that individual will be arrested in short time. This is the greatest city in the world. We need help with some of these laws.
Commissioner,
it seems like message to New Yorkers. I mean, this is Times Square. There would have been hundreds or thousands of people. What do you want to tell New Yorkers about how safe the city is if you can't come to Times Square without getting shot?
Yep, greatest city in the world. Native New Yorker, love it. I remember when the city was very bad. The men and women of this department brought this city back. It is still a safe city. It is a great city, but we need help.
It seems like the speed of gun violence is rising throughout the city, and now it hits Times Square. What can the NYPD do to bring it under control?
Oh, we're going to do what we have been doing, and we're going to continue to. We have officers getting out of the academy just this week. We have officers that are continually being deployed throughout New York City. We have an all-time record, basically, in gun arrests being made. We have 2 very impressive gun cases that came down this week. One in Brooklyn, as I'm sure you are well aware of. One in the Bronx, where targeted precision policing cases against shooters came down. We're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to keep New Yorkers safe. We have 2 academy classes that just got out that are hitting the street, extremely eager to get out there and keep New Yorkers safe. And it's going to be a great time coming back from COVID. But we need help with some of these laws, there's no doubt. Couple more
When do you
questions.
plan on reopening Times Square?
I'm sorry?
When do you plan on reopening Times Square?
It'll be open later this evening. Thank you all.
Thanks very much.
His birthday?
You want to get that? I should get that for you.
Hey, 16, 13.
Okay, see you.